here.
What type of timer do you want?
Oh, yes.
No timer, please.
All righty. I like it.
All
Like
right,
the
let's give it
confidence.
up for Matt.
Great job, Aubrey, too.
That's
Okay.
a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
All right, good morning, everybody, and thank you for your time today. I am really excited to share this with you. I wanted to start off with a question, and by a show of hands, how many of you have spent countless hours doing research on which restaurant to go to on a Friday or Saturday night? Yeah, I figured, because I'm one of those too. Well, it actually turns out that the same process with many of our day-to-day decisions goes just like that. Tons of research at the beginning, not knowing what to do. And there's no doubt it's because we have too much information at our fingertips. And after a conversation with my partner, I came to learn that her biggest challenge as of late was finding her next book. So I decided to do some research. Come to find out, my partner wasn't alone. After researching, interviewing, affinity mapping, and synthesizing all that research from 3 different people, I found that if you read often, finding your next book is long and time-consuming. You talk to friends, family, listen to podcasts, you search the internet with Google, you use Amazon Kindle or the Goodreads app, on and on and on. And who's running into this problem the most? Enter Sam, a busy 42-year-old mother with 2 young girls who really just wants to streamline her book search so that she can find the perfect book to start reading once she gets that valuable alone time. Now, how might we create a convenient way for Sam to browse, purchase, and read so she's spending less time searching and more time reading? Thinking about the critical activities from Sam's perspective, empathy as we call it, I wanted to come up with something that was quick and easy for her to find her next favorite book, but also including a robust library of titles to choose from. At this point, the market does not offer this. And after going through 3 sketch iterations and 2 rounds of feedback, I put together a digital wireframe. What if there was one app that could help Sam fulfill her needs? Now visualize this. Thursday evening, Sam just got out of her work. She's going to pick her kids up after school program, which helped her really finish the day's tasks. She's looking forward to the weekend as she knows the kids will be at their grandparents'. She's going to have that alone time she's wanted for the last couple of weeks. And after dinner, she puts the kids to bed. She has very few times. She's actually exhausted and she's ready for bed herself. But she knows that she has that time. And so she opens the NextRead app on her phone. She goes to search. She knows she wants the murder mystery. She's been listening to this podcast. It's been talking all about them. They're all the rave. And she finds her titles. She knows based on the summary, the price, and the cover of the book looks very compelling. Oh, and a few friends have actually read it. She's moving forward. She's a big fan of digital copy because she needs it right on her iPad. And so she goes to purchase and she will download that now. Now, I conducted 3 usability tests. Quantitative data showed that 2 out of 3 tests were completed successfully. Test number 2, although it was a failure, we'll call it failure, gave us some insight into some confusion around the Me button on the navigation menu and the hamburger button. So in terms of qualitative data, users shared feedback such as a lot of options on the homepage, unconventional placement of specific buttons, and book titles should be clickable on the results page, which leads us to our conclusion. This feedback is in line with Sam's need for an effortless experience. She doesn't have the time, which is why I anticipate using the data that I've received from multiple rounds of feedback to iterate another prototype. Future iterations will also include a digital or hard copy frame, an animation of what happens after you download the book, and simplifying the Me button on the navigation bar. In conclusion, this app allows Sam to spend more time reading her favorite murder mystery on the book while her kids are napping under the umbrella. Throughout this process, I've learned how important it is to get feedback early and often, and I'm excited to get yours after this. Thank you. Any questions?
Yay.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Kudos. On the last screen of the prototype, it was an image. What did that image represent?
This one right here,
Yeah.
the big old book in our face, ready to be read.
Got it. Okay. So this is, so for, let's say, for example, if I've opened up Kindle or something like that, that's that first page of the book.
Correct.
Got it.
Great question.
Sauce, yeah. Julia, I'll popcorn it over to you.
Thanks. I thought it was fantastic storytelling throughout, especially the prototype demo. So 3 cheers to you for that and for bringing it home with the last slide and showing her actually relaxing and enjoying her book and painting a picture for us of the kids under the umbrella taking a nap. I wish they were taking a nap. But really fantastic storytelling throughout. And I also appreciated your choice to combine the persona and the problem and the how might we on one slide to reclaim time for some of the other stuff you thought was more substantial to talk about. Thought that was well done.
Thank you.
Miss Deja?
Hello. So I would like to say, first and foremost, presentation skills, 10 out of 10. Very confident with when you're presenting. You made it sound very personal, like with what Huli said. You gave us realistic examples. Kids under the umbrella. She has time for the weekend because they're going to someone else's house. You just really made that persona and the overall story seem super duper real. So when we are going through the prototype, we can really envision the user's path. And that is amazing. Excellent job, Matt.